Busted, busted. My president is busted, busted, busted now, busted now, busted now. My president is busted. I'm gonna write that song. That's gonna be the biggest hit in American history. Okay, it's called "My President Is Busted." Go to your favorite record store, Tower Records and Tapes, Borders, or somewhere. Okay, it's on cassette and 8-track. Pick it up. $9.95. If you buy one now, you get two for free. My president is busted, busted. Uh-oh. Hello, everybody. Sirwalterj Jones Show. I'm here. It is the Midday Connection. Baby, how y'all is? Come on in. The water is cruddy. The water is cruddy. Oh, there's a lot of crud in that water, y'all. Listen, Ava's good to see you. Good to see you, Eva. Good to see you, Veronica, Frank. We're gonna be Frank today. Denise James and all my Texas folks down there. Cortez and Rick McCain. My president is busted. Busted. He's busted. Listen, Bob to the Woodward, and the president of the United States came together for 18 interviews. Yeah, they did. Dummy. Why? Okay, let's talk about Bob Woodward. Who is Bob to the Woodward? Okay, I'm going to read from the Wikipedia. Okay, his name is Robert Upshur Woodward. All right, now he was born in 1943. My parents' age, and he's an American investigative journalist, and he worked with the Washington, of course, the Post. Now he's been with the Post since 1971. I think he's an editor right now. He's an associate editor. Now, while a young reporter in 1972, he teamed up with Carl Bernstein. Remember, you old people? Now, I know Rick McCain remember because he up there. All right. Don't email me, okay? The two did much of the original news reporting on the the Watergate scandal. Remember the Watergate scandal? These scandals led to numerous government investigations and the eventual resignation of President Richard Nixon. You see how this is coming together? Boy, that Woodward, boy, when he find one guy, he goes down 40, 50, 60, 40. Anyway, he go further down there and find the same guy. Reincarnation of Richard Nixon. That's what this is. He found the reincarnation of Richard Nixon. Bless you, Timothy. Blessings to you. Okay. The work of Woodward and Bernstein was called maybe the single greatest reporting effort of all time by journalist Gene Roberts. Y'all know who Gene Roberts is? Google it, okay? Watergate, y'all. Watergate. Yes. Woodward continued to work for the Washington Post after his reporting on Watergate. He has since written 19 books on American politics. A lot of books. 13 of which topped best-selling lists. So Donald Trump hooked up with him and says, I want to be a part of your writing style, and I'm going to tame Bob to the Woodward. That's what Trump said. I'm gonna tame him. And so they sat down and decided to have 18 interviews. 18, y'all. 18. Yeah, I told my wife years ago. Yeah, come on, Garcia, you was prophesying. They had 18 interviews. All right, so the first one, February the 7th, is the one that got him in hot trouble today. That makes what he brought out today important and 100% valid. Come on, y'all. Listen, we got only about 55 days left for the election. 55. Now listen, I want you to pay attention. So for those of you who are sleeping under a rock, or maybe you're sleeping on top of the rock, maybe your husband named Rock. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna play this right here for a couple minutes, just in case you don't know what happened, and then I'm gonna come back and show y'all the equivalence of Nixon and his he rose again in 2016.
And so, what was President Xi saying yesterday?
Well, we were talking mostly about the virus, and I think he's going to have it in good shape. But it's a very tricky situation.
Indeed,
it goes through air, Bob. That's always tougher than the touch. The touch, you don't have to touch things, right? But the air, you just breathe the air, and that's how it's passed. And so that's a very tricky one. That's a very delicate one. It's also more deadly than your strenuous flus. People don't realize we lose 25,000, 30,000 people a year here. Who would ever think that, right?
I know. It's
pretty amazing. And then I say, well, is that the same thing? This is more deadly. This is 5 per. This is 5% versus 1% and less than 1%. So this is deadly stuff. Now it's turning out it's not just old people, Bob. Just today and yesterday, some startling facts came out. It's not just older.
Yeah, exactly.
Young people, to plenty of young people.
So
what's going on
give me a moment of talking to somebody, going through this with Fauci or somebody who kind of it caused a pivot in your mind, because it's clear just from what's on the public record that you went through a pivot on this to, oh my God, the gravity is almost inexplicable and unexplainable.
Well, I think, Bob, really, to be honest with you,
sure, I want you to.
I wanted to always play it down. I still like playing it down.
Yes,
because I don't want to create a panic.
What this means?
He says, I know it's deadly. I know this thing can kill some folks. It's tough. It's worse than the flu. But I don't want to stir up a panic, so I'm going to protect the American people by allowing them to get sick. Did y'all hear what your president said? Your president said, he said, listen, I know this thing is deadly. This is between me and you, Bobby. Okay? This is huge. It's bigly. I would like to tell you it's bigly. Okay? It's a biggie thing. He says, but I can't tell the American people that how dangerous this is. All right? The house is on fire. Y'all understand? He's saying to his family, the house is on fire. All right? So he knows that there's a fire going on in the basement. He goes upstairs and he gets back in bed with his wife. That's what he did. Good night, baby. I love you. Oh, I love you too, Donald. Be best. Okay? Went to bed. All right? He didn't go into the kids' room and warn them and get them out of this. He went down there. He went to Junior's room. Junior, you all right? You all right? You're going to be something special. Not sure what. I don't even know your middle name, okay? He went to the rooms and he kissed them goodnight and he went to bed. And the fire in the basement is rising, okay? And then she woke up in the middle of the night. Donald, I smell smoke. Don't worry about it. It's just a little bitty spark in the basement. Just a little bitty spark. In about a day or two, it's going to go away. It's going to dissipate. We're doing a great job. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay. That's what he told the American people. It's gonna dissipate. Go away. Don't worry about it. Meanwhile, when he gets back at home, the house I'm paying for, he's like, this thing is big. It's wiping out people. But let's keep it calm. And then he started going on his what do you call those things, where he started packing out these arenas and his little talking points, and he called it a Democratic hoax while Americans were dying. This is your boy. So Republicans that vote for him should understand now that he never cared about you ever. All right. So you're saying how they gonna spend this? I'm getting ready to play for you. How they getting ready to spend this? So I'm on CNN, fake news, and I'm watching the show, and they bring on a Republican. All right. So if it's fake news, they bring on a Republican senator from Louisiana. All right. They bring him on, and she says, this is what he said. And he says, not my president. Nope. And then she says, well, it's not about the book. She says, it's about the video, the audio. I just played the audio. He's like, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell y'all, this is going to be the spinning point from now until election from the far right. Matter of fact, I got a video too. All right, it's bootleg, but let me play this conversation between the CNN reporter and the Louisiana senator. Okay, what's his name?
With that, but that's honestly my experience.
All right, so let's just so you're saying, look, it's about actions. They speak louder than words.
Right.
The president knew in February, we have him on tape, telling Bob Woodward that this was airborne, and yet he went on to hold 6 rallies packed with people that were not wearing masks, and he called the coronavirus the Democrats' hoax. Those were actions he took, and he had the knowledge. That's okay with you?
Well, you're going to have to talk to the president and Mr. Woodward.
But what do you think? What do you think?
Well, I don't know I haven't seen the transcript. I haven't read the.
You haven't heard. You haven't heard anything.
Pamela, let me finish an answer.
Hold on. Can I play it for you? Let me play it for you really quick so that you can hear it and respond.
Okay.
Guys, can we play it when he said that?
And we're prepared, and we're doing a great job with it, and it will go away. Just stay calm. It will go away.
I wanted to always play it down. I still like playing it down.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't want to create a panic.
Okay, so there you heard him say, I wanted to play it down. I didn't want to cause a panic. I don't believe we have the audio of the other things he said about it being deadly and airborne. If we do, guys, let me know in my ear. But he knows this. He's saying he's downplaying it, and yet he's holding these rallies where he's calling it a hoax. You're okay with that, with people crowded in together?
Well, once again, Pamela, I haven't read the transcript. I don't know the context. You just played an excerpt for me. What I heard the president say was that he didn't want the American people to panic. I don't think any of us want the American people to panic.
Right. There is a difference between making sure you stay calm and that you don't encourage people to panic, but also being forthright so that during a pandemic, people have all the information. They're armed with all the necessary information so that they can take the steps necessary to protect themselves and their families. Would you agree with that?
That's a valid point, but once again, I can just tell you what my experience has been.
He takes, did you see that Rick McCann? He was like, why did Secretary, why did you give me this interview? Huh? Why did you, she killing me. Let me see if I can find where he took his sip. Rick, watch this. Let me go. I think it was 128.
With that, but that's honestly.
Hold on. I want the people crowd downplaying it, and yet he knows this. He's saying he's downplaying it, and yet he's holding these rallies.
God help me, please, Jesus, be a fence all around me every day. Okay, that wasn't it, Rick. Okay, there was more to this. Okay, Margaret said, expose. Yeah, Ryan. Now watch. Wait. It gets better. Hold on. Here's the second part of it.
There'll be a new one out tomorrow.
But this is different. He did 18 interviews with Bob Woodward.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So he's recorded. You hear his voice, and you're seeing that, and you're contrasting that with what he says to the public. Wouldn't that be something of interest to you as a United States Senator?
Well, let me answer you again. These gotcha books don't really interest me. There will be a new one out tomorrow. I can only tell you about my personal experience. Louisiana got slammed early, particularly New Orleans. We were running out of hospital beds. We were running out of ICU beds. We were running out of ventilators. The Trump administration and the doctors and the scientists associated with them got us everything we needed early. We were one of the first. They even came down and helped us build a hospital from the ground up. When our mayor shut down the economy in New Orleans, and I think she's got the most stringent shutdown in the country, it just clobbered the New Orleans economy, and we worked very closely with the Trump administration on trying to help small businesses and to help people. So my experience has not been that the Trump administration ignored this virus. Quite the contrary. I have listened to some of the folks testify and say, well, if we had known this, we could have saved X number of lives. I don't put a lot of credence in that. There'll come a time when we can look back and we'll learn.
Okay, Senator, let me just, I let you talk. I wanted to hear what you had to say. But the bottom line is, he told Bob Woodward privately that this was a deadly virus and that it was airborne. Didn't the public, didn't the citizens in your home state of Louisiana deserve to know that as well, so that they could change their behavior appropriately to protect themselves?
Well, number one, Pamela, I'm not going to repeat what I just said, but all I can tell you is what my personal experience has been. Number two, let me say a word about this infatuation in Washington with who said what to whom. I learned pretty quickly up here.
No, Senator, I'm sorry. I'm not going to.
She said, Senator, Hampton and all. I'm sorry. I cannot let you spoil the American people's money. We're paying you, man. You're lying to your constituents. Please, baby, please. That's what she's saying. Come on. You know, he sounds like a Christian. A weak one. Not all Christians. Many of us are pretty good. He sounded like a Christian. Notice he said, I can only tell you about my experience. Y'all see where I'm going here? Huh? I can only tell you about my experience. Not the truth. Not what's factual. Not what somebody's trying to cover up. I can only tell you about my experience. My feelings. Whoa, feelings. All right. And he's the senator of a whole state. Okay. A whole state. Understand? With a famous last name. Kenneth to the D. Understand? Okay. He said that Louisiana got hit really bad with this thing. And he's praising the man who could have saved thousands of lives. If this is not tribal, I don't know what is. This is the ultimate. This is the epitome. This is the etymology. This is the juxtaposition, all right, of all things human and decent, okay? This right here is top of the top of the top. He is the grand poobah of party kisser-uppers. I mean, I've seen some kisser-uppers, but this is the highest. He needs to get a Nobel Kisser-Upper Award for this kind of deflecting. My state got hit hard, and the man in the office who could have helped my people out, I'm praising him for keeping this on the down low. If that ain't some devilish bull, I don't know what it is. This is brainwashed at its best. So you, Pam, you gonna cheat on me with Larry Reed? Pam. I mean, I thought we were close. I thought we had an agreement. We had a contract. You over there messing around with Larry Reed. You had to wait till he get off the air to come back here. Now listen, I'm letting you back because I love you. But I should have closed the door and changed the keys. Changed the locks. How much, what did he get to? I'm trying to tell y'all, this is bad. This is bad. As long as it was killing more blacks, Trump could. Yeah, I hear you. Good to see you, Robert Ellis. You're late. Go meet with Pam in the corner. And y'all write me a 5-page letter. All right? Listen, this is jacked up. You who are white evangelicals and you who are black Pentecostal pastors especially. Because I need y'all to know. It was the white evangelicals that got him in the office. They rallied. And then it was some of my black friends. All right? Hispanics voted for him overwhelmingly as far as minorities is concerned. Hispanics went all out on the man who was talking about border control more than anybody. All right? Hispanics. And then black folks who went to church, who had churches, love Donald Trump because what he said. See, again, Kennedy says, my experience. It doesn't matter what the word of God says. And no. It's my experience. And God gonna look at your experience on Judgment Day and say, I got something for your experience. He gonna find a big lighter. Yeah, come here. Set him on fire. All right, this is bad, y'all. This is really bad. Now, Biden is getting ready to have the best days of his life. Whether he win or not, he's getting ready to have the best 55 days of his life. He's getting ready to milk this for all it's worth. If he was smart, because Biden can be wishy-washy, he's not as charismatic as Barack Obama. Even though I didn't vote for Obama, he at least had some charisma to him. All right, he's not as intelligent. You know, he's not a sharpshooter, quick-witted. He's not that kind of guy. You know, he's kind of wishy-washy. He up there in age, and he just follows the rules and do what he can. He's not the young Biden we knew back during the hearings of Anita Hill, and remember he was going so hard against Anita Hill, this men's club, when they were trying to get Chief Justice what's his name on the black seat. Okay, yeah, he's not that Biden anymore. He's old school. He's old news. He's washed. All right, but he's the guy that y'all selected. That's all we got. It's amazing how America could be this large, this influential. All right, the millennials are the largest growing, fastest growing generation there is, and we get 100-year-old man running, 200-year-old men running for the for the seat of the highest seat in the land. I just can't understand American politics. America, period. I just can't understand it. All right. So he needs to hire a slick media team and take all these bits and pieces and media things, okay, put it together and ride this wave all the way to November the 3rd. Nationalism. Yep. Patriotism is the evangelical God. We have no God but Caesar. There it is, man. Jason, if you didn't preach ever, you preached that time. No, Rick, I ain't vote for Obama. No. Didn't do it. Twice I didn't vote for him. Yeah, Clarence Thomas. Clarence. Make me whole again, Clarence. Clarence got his wings. Okay? I want to live again, Clarence. All right, so that's what's happening. Biden getting ready to ride this wave. Oh man, y'all better hold him up though. Somebody better hold on both sides like they did Moses. Hold him up because he's so feeble. Hold him up. Take him into the promised land. Because if you let him get on the mic by himself and say something from his heart, it's gonna be a bunch of malarkey. His whole speech is going to be filled with malarkey. No. He's going to be telling his speechwriter, put malarkey right here. Now, put it right now. Every other sentence, put a malarkey in there. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be so many Freudian slips in this man's administration. You won't be able to count the many Freudian slips that's gonna come out of that man's mouth. Yet, hey, that's the best we can do. We got 2 100-year-old men, running. I sure wish other people would run for public office other than I know Sally Wilburn. Why don't you run? I'd vote for you. Good Lord. And these are what? Yeah, these are our picks. These are our. This is it. It's like going to a fast food restaurant and you're ordering the hamburger and all right, I want a number 6. Okay, what are your fixings? These are our fixings. It's just a little packet of ketchup and maybe a packet of mayonnaise. That's it. They call it condiments. These are our condiments, y'all. Biden and Trump are our condiments. Hopefully this will be the gift of that gift. Yeah, I know. Oh, Obama should write. Yeah, he should. But here's the thing, though, Margaret. It really doesn't matter how great the speech is. It's the person who delivering the speech. You understand what I'm saying? Basketball, I've used this analogy a few times, is a great invention. But put it in my hand, okay? I ain't winning no games, okay? I ain't winning no games. But you put a piano in my hand, oh yeah. I'll go toe to toe with the best of them. You best believe, okay? All right, so you can give a great speech to a man who's mediocre, and I'm sorry. And you can give a bad speech to a charismatic man. Oh, trust me, I could do some stuff with a bad speech. I can tear it up. I can convince your mama to buy this product. Here's a cup. Let me tell you about this cup. When I get through with you, give me a cup. Hold on. How much is that cup? Baby, you got 3 of those cups in your pantry. Now, I know. But Sirwalterj, he sure know how to promote a cup. Yeah, give me the cup. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. It's just it makes no sense. So be yourself, Biden. Be yourself. Express yourself. Yeah. Gotta have some swag. Come on, he ain't got it. This is really what are you saying? This is really 2016 all over again with the pandemic included. Yep. That's it. Thanks for having my I love listening to you as well, but Reed had already Pam. All right, Pam. I'm gonna let you go with that one. I'm gonna let you have that one because he had already started. All right, be loyal. That's fine. But don't tell me you're going over there again. My heart. I felt like I lost a long time friend when you said you went over there to him. All politicians lie. Sally, they all lie. Every one of them. Okay. All right. So let me wrap this up. All right, because this is the afternoon, baby, and I won't go long. Okay. So what do? Here's what's gonna happen. Can y'all indulge me right quick? There's real tea in there, by the way. Here's what's getting ready to happen. Nothing. What's getting ready to happen, y'all? Nothing. Nah, 10. Nah to the 10. Donald Trump is inseparable. That's what he is to white evangelicals. Inseparable. The man that he is. It's okay. Trust me. Nothing. It doesn't matter who died in their families due to COVID. When November 3rd gets here, they will vote. Do you understand? My black brothers who are preachers and Pentecostals, it doesn't matter how many bishops died in the Church of God in Christ. How many bishops on the general board died. It doesn't matter. they will still vote for him. Why? Because of a strong delusion have come on the earth. And God pulled the cover off of us who are mentally been conformed. We've been conformed to the system of this world. We were not fully transformed. Do y'all understand? By the renewing of our minds. Understand? So politics came on the scene and we joined forces with political party and people because we are selfish. You understand? It's like some of them susus y'all joining forces in. I was going to talk about susus today, but until this breaking news happened, I guess I got to do my susu thing tomorrow. Susus, many of them are based off of people who are selfish. You're like, huh? I'm making money. Okay. Meet me tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is Thursday. It's Theology Thursday. The constant spin will begin. That's not what he said. That's not what he meant. Train is coming. That's right. Matter of fact, let's see if we can go here to that train. Y'all already know who already started the train.
Did President Trump intentionally mislead the
Okay. Y'all already know. Right here. Right here.
It's important to express calm.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to get my audio right, but this chick right here getting ready to spin. She's already spinned. All right. Kaylee, go to YouTube and you'll find Kaylee all on YouTube spinning so fast that your head is about to fall off because you talking about the top. We need to vote. Yes, we do need to vote. Yeah. What you saying here? Del McConnell, good to see you. I sung that at a wedding and it didn't sound quite like that. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, man, I got to hear you sing now. You should have told me. They are going to say they had no right to record and release it. Yep, and he will be president and give him a... Yep, come on. Carter, you already know. Y'all prophesying on here. I didn't know y'all was prophets. The only thing I have learned so far is how many Americans can't think for themselves. Sally, you've been preaching since I've been on here. Where did these women come from? Well, they were there all the time. These chicks were there all the time. Yeah, waiting patiently in the Republican line. Ooh, yeah, they were there. Trust me, they were there. Where's her binders full of lies? Those of you who don't understand that line right there, the binders full of lies. You remember when Barack Obama was trying to get back in? Oh man, that was a great one. Verinia, you telling your age right there. Yeah, that's good. Oh man, Kaylee is the cleanup woman. Yeah, Kaylee. Yeah, that's what she is. Come on, Zoe, you better come on. You better sing this with me. Sing it. D. Curtis to the Rando, the greatest radio show in American history. Yeah, he's on the air. Well, I'm on the air. He watching me. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, a strong delusion hit the church, hit the American people. And they want something for themselves. All right. Well, we all do. We vote for a person who will help my family. Unfortunately, though, America is not a collective force like we used to. That's why I was going to talk about the susus, because many of y'all who jump in these susus jump in them for your personal wealth and not a communitative wealth. Do you understand? You want to know how much you could save and make and build up, okay? And you're not thinking about anyone else. The only time you think about someone else is when you bring somebody into the loom because bringing someone in, and you have to bring them in for the loom to grow and others to get what they need to get. All right. But you're not thinking community. All right. I'm not saying all y'all are like that. I'm telling you, the ones who keep asking me to jump in these susus, when I ask them about community service, they don't say nothing. They don't give me, well to the HELL. Okay. No, this is a selfish endeavor. It's not about the community. Black Lives Matter. Miss me with that. It don't really matter, because you keep showing me over and over and over again that your black lives don't really matter. Not collectively. It's just all about you. That's it. So I'm not going to join forces with stuff that ain't going to help the whole of us. The body of Christ is not one person, and it's not just a hand. It is the body that has many parts to it. That's what Paul was trying to explain to Christians. Unfortunately, we're selfish. All right. So evangelicals jumped hard into this, and it started with Ronald Reagan. Prior to that, you didn't hear this stuff going on. They weren't into politics. They didn't care about politics. They didn't care about the only people who cared about the abortion was the Catholic. That was the Catholic fight. Evangelicals didn't care about abortions. The only time they jumped into abortion fight is because white women were dying at an alarming rate because they were killing their babies, because Bob Evans up the street was coming over while mom and pops was at the farm, and he was giving a railing accusation to your daughter, and then she got pregnant, and she started taking hangers and giving herself abortions and bleeding to death. And these white people said, no, we need to jump in this fight. This is no more a Catholic fight. Our white, clean European women dying, and they jumped in that thing. I don't care what y'all say about me. I don't care. Trust me, somebody going to report this video and shut it down. I don't care. At least 100 of y'all that are here heard it. And it's saved on my hard drive. All my shows are saved on the hard drive. All I got to do is just upload it on my website. I don't care. It'll always be there. All right. So they jumped in, and it was your boy from Trinity University, his daddy, who rallied the evangelical vote in the 1970s. Okay. His daddy did. And he joined forces with Ronald Reagan, and Ronald Reagan told him a lie from day one. He says, you may not be able to legally endorse me, but I endorse you. And Falwell jumped in there. He says, this is the man for the job. And he went out there and rallied all of the white evangelicals, the ones who did not allow you to be a part of their schools and their universities and their neighborhoods. Okay. They're the ones that were responsible for the redlining and all this stuff. You could get business loans because they're the ones told you, you're not allowed. We don't want you here. All right. They're the ones. So that's why we have these HBCUs, okay, and we had these black co-ops and what have you that stirred up during the Industrial Revolution and what have you, is because of we weren't allowed to worship with the whites, live among the whites, okay, work, even go to their universities. That actually became a positive for us because then we realized we didn't need them. And then what happened? Segregation happened. Desegregation happened, okay? And this desegregation busted all this stuff up and busted our school, busted our kids out of the neighborhoods to these white schools and vice versa. And it broke up and it caused us to have a mentality that we needed white people's stuff. All right? We needed their stuff in order to survive. And we walked away from Black Wall Street, and then bam. All right, in walked the 1970s, and then the white evangelicals jumped into that bandwagon into the pockets of Ronald Reagan, who was really all about you welfare queens, okay, busting up this thing with you black folks, okay, trying to get rid of funding and this and that, and they jumped in there because they liked that. And when he says I'll endorse you, they said that's it. And since him, every Republican presidential candidate said the same thing and never once delivered on their promise. Ronald Reagan didn't give them what they wanted. He didn't give them anything, but it was too late. They had already got bit by the political bug, and once you get bit by the political bug, you're in there forever. You sold your soul to the company store. Y'all trying to tell you, y'all don't want to listen to me? I don't care. I just heard this on the news. Will be kind of rewind. Yeah, Falwell. Yeah, and his son. Look at his son. He's just taking after what happened to the son is what they always been like. I overheard two women the other day praising Donald Trump, just oohing and cooing over him, and I came to the conclusion that the men that love him want to able to say what, and the women who adore him want to. That's it, Beatrice. That's exactly it. This is a dream come true for them. For the sole purpose of gathering the black. Yes, he did. Come on, godly girl. Come on. I know some others who did that as well. I know some racists who do that because they need the black vote. All right? They need the black vote. We the people were better off being segregated. Believe it or not, Sally. I'm trying to tell you, Angel, good to see you. All right? So you're going to learn something today. If you're coming over here in the middle of your day, well, it's the end of your day. It's 5 o'clock over here in Chicago, so y'all should be on your way home. What y'all watching me for? Get home, okay? That's what happened. They jumped in. Ronald Reagan made them promises. He could not keep any of those promises, and they stayed in there. And they pushed him in for 2 terms. And then Falwell says, I cannot, will not back another president like this. He says, from this day forth, I'm going to preach the gospel, and that's all I'm going to do. But too late. He was used as a ploy, as a pawn, or whatever you call it, to bring in all those evangelicals, okay, into the system. They're in there now. They don't care what happened to Falwell. He winds up dying, okay. Ronald Reagan served two terms, and then his vice president became the president. That's George Bush Sr. He served 1 term. Well, the white evangelicals pushed him in there, kept him in there. So they had 3 terms, 3 whole terms of being in politics. Oh, that's long enough to do some damage. 3 long terms, all right? And a charismatic man by the name of Clinton, Bill Clinton, had to come around and wake up the left side of 4 years of Republicans all riding their backs. But Bill Clinton came in there, and he was actually walking on both. He was on both sides. That's how he was able to smoothly get in there and stay in there for 8 years, because he was bipolar politically. All right, he rode both sides. All right, and them black folks came in there and he played a mean saxophone, and y'all was like, yeah, he's the first black president. And then he went on the woo 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 Arsenio Hall show. Y'all went crazy, yo. Y'all was just drooling at the mouth. All right, this Arkansas man, plays a mean saxophone, and then he came in there and he said 3 strikes. 3 strikes. He went in there and he put more you black folks in jail than anybody. Oh, he did some stuff, and that's why he was actually left the office with a surplus, and he was loved. Even though he went through that Monica Lewinsky thing, he still was loved by many of those on the Republican right, because he was getting some things done that was actually Republican based. Being a Democratic president, many of you didn't know that. You lived through that. You was asleep. So we all now using this thing about being awoke. I don't know too many people who are awoke. And the ones who say get awake, they ain't awake, awoketh. They ain't. They still sleep. Donald Trump got busted, y'all. And this, in a normal situation, could bury him. In a normal situation, he should resign. In a normal situation. Unfortunately, Donald Trump single-handedly, since 2016, brought us into the world of new normality. And what is that? The world of scandal, which is now normal. So whoever's going to be the president next, they can do almost anything. And the people will compare what we had for the last 4 years and say, I'll allow it. Whatever. We've had worse. Okay? Why? Because we have been conditioned for 4 years for scandal after scandal after scandal, and the days are coming closer and closer and closer till you forget about it. 2 days later, you forgot. So what's getting ready to happen? Nothing. Slick Willie. Normal is the key word. What's getting ready to happen, y'all? Nothing. The same people are going to pull the lever and vote for this man, even though they might have lost somebody to COVID. They're going to pull the lever with the hopes that he get in there because they have to save the house. You understand? And people will save their belongings or their stands or their belief or their religion, even though the person that's in there is a tyrant, okay? A person in there, they keep calling him. See, the white evangelicals keep using the analogy of him being King Cyrus. They have to say that because it is a safe word. It is their it is their medicine. It is their aspirin. There's a pain. I recognize there's a pain, so I go into the medicine cabinet and take a pill, and then it kind of soothes the pain. All right, but I'm taking a pain pill for a pain that will continue to rise up because this thing is not curable. It's just treatable. So I keep taking this medicine. I may have to take this medicine for the rest of my life, and it calms and subsides the pain, for about 6 hours. And then I got to go back to the medicine cabinet and take it again. That's the analogy of Donald Trump as it pertains to them. Okay, this thing it's a disease, but it's treatable. It's in my body, and it is a cold sore. All right, that's what it is. It's herpes. Donald Trump is America's herpes, and so you got to go and take those pills. I don't know if I Googled herpes pills, and I'm sure we can find out what pills work. Let's see. Herpes medicine. Let's see. Names. Let's see if we can find out what pill it is. I'm curious. Okay. Valacyclovir. Yeah. Valacyclovir. So the Republicans, the white evangelicals, every day they wake up and they take the valacyclovir because today the herpes rose up and they got a sore. Yeah. And somebody got because in saying that it is the medicine for their madness. That's it. That's exactly it. Tommy said, "Don't play like you got to really look it up." Tommy, you all right? He probably have stock in that. Yeah, Acyclovir and Valtrex. That's the one I was looking for. Valtrex. Yeah. God bless you, Donald Talley, King Cyrus, but he is more evil, like evil Babylonians. Yes, Talley. That's exactly it. They needed to find a name and a correlation or a comparison to someone in the Bible. They didn't find someone that is a fictional person. They had to find someone in the Bible, and they can only go to the Old Testament to find someone because Pentecostals and evangelicals, we glorify on kingship and the Old Testament principles. We glorify on the kingdom of God. We glorify on that instead of the body of Christ. We glorify on the Old Testament stuff. So they had to find somebody in the Old Testament, and they found Cyrus. Understand? Because he seemed to fit. And they justified his bad actions by using Cyrus because it makes sense. They had to defend his womanizing and him being a cheat and him filing for bankruptcy over and over again and him lying so much and all these bad things. So they says we're not voting for a pastor in chief. We're voting for a president, okay? And he is King Cyrus, because God used King Cyrus, an evil king, to rescue the children of Israel. So they needed to put a name on it. It is a psychological trick. It is something that child psychologists used to get children to cope with molestation and abandonment and other things that's happened in the home. So they say find a safe place. You understand? Find a safe place, whether that safe place is in the home or that safe place is in the mind. So white evangelicals found a safe place. His name is King Cyrus. Man, I'm preaching. I'm gonna give myself an offering. What's my Cash App? Get Sirwalterj. Hold on. See how much money I got left. Sirwalterj. I'm gonna give myself $5. I just preached the gospel. Yeah, it's pretty good. What you saying here? Donald Trump is a result of enraged at a black man. What I do? Sorry, I gotta know how. There it is. Okay, it's a result of people. Oh yeah, I can see that. Let me move this over here. Let me move that over there, cause it was in the way. Yeah, I can see that. Nat said you got me hollering. Hey Nat Titty, how you is? Nally. It's a private joke. Alvin know what I'm talking about. This dude is worse than Herod. Yeah, he all in. Yeah, all right. And he's really more so a depiction, not of Cyrus, but he's more of the king that came after Cyrus. All right, he's Jehud. I believe that's the king. If you research Jehud, then it will make more sense. He's not Cyrus. They needed someone that fits Cyrus, even though he's not him. And he definitely is the King Saul because he's someone that the 10th king of the northern kingdom of Israel since Jeroboam, noted for exterminating the house of Ahab. He was the son of Jehoshaphat, grandson of Nimshi. Okay, yeah, I think he's Jehu. All right, and I'm gonna do a study on that and maybe do a Theology Thursday on it because I think he fits Jehu more so. And then, of course, more so than even Jehu, he fits more so Solomon because y'all wanted a king. White evangelicals and you black Pentecostals, oh, you got a king. Yeah, he says, I can do anything. Why do you think he keeps making up these executive orders? He keeps signing these executive orders, even things that that is supposed. Now the Congress holds the purse. So the president can't sign bills to extend monies or give monies and grants and all that stuff. No, the executive branch don't hold the purse. Congress do. But he's signing executive orders. He was offering y'all bailouts. He was going to extend the unemployment or he was going to do something. He can't. But it sure felt good, didn't it? The journalist has presented receipts, but his hillbilly base is cognitive dis. I know, that's right. And 190,000 people lost their lives on his watch. Yeah, I live in Louisiana, and David Duke ran for governor. Got out of I remember that. Grand Wizard. I remember Jehu was the 10th son of Northern. Yes. Yeah, but there's more to Jehu's story. When you read it, then you will see that I think he fits more so Trump than the other. Why they didn't pick Jehu? Well, for obvious reasons. They didn't pick him for obvious reasons. All right, listen, y'all. Let me get out of here because it's crazy. Now, today is at the time of this recording. It's Wednesday. All right, this news is going to be going on for the rest of the week because it's big news, hot news. Bob Woodward book comes out. Okay, is it out already or is it coming out? All right, and it's gonna have more salacious stuff in there. His fixer, what's his fixer name? Who was in jail and they put him on house arrest. All right, and then they put him back in there for a minute because they didn't want him to make money on the book that he just released, or they wanted. What is his name? Donald Trump's fixer. Okay, so all these people are releasing books. Bob Woodward, though, is the most trusted man in journalism. All right, so he would not jeopardize his name to put some salacious stuff in his book that is not true. And so they were saying, nah, this book is nothing until the receipts of the audio came forward. Then the people like, well, if this man got tapes, 18 interviews of tapes after tapes, if this ain't Watergate, I don't know what is. The dumbest thing that a president could do is have 18 interviews with a paper publisher editor and know he's being recorded on tape. That is the dumbest move since Richard Nixon. That's why I say this is the reincarnation of Richard Nixon. Michael Cohen, yes, that's him. This is the reincarnation. A Trump supporter told me that you don't become a billionaire by being stupid. So yeah, that's funny. Do y'all know how much Donald Trump is worth? Do you actually believe that Donald Trump is worth $1 billion? Huh? Do you believe that he's worth $1 billion? Number one. Number two, you know how many educated dummies there are out there? Huh? Number three, you know how many wealthy people out there who got their wealth by deceptive practices? Huh? And systemic racism? And buying out the struggling mom and pop and competitive and what have you? You call that, what did they call it? Smart? What was it called? I call that evil. Yeah. And Trivell said $5. Yeah. Trivell, you dumb. Yeah, 100 million. Yeah. A man known for bringing down kingdoms. Yeah, come on, Amber. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Don't believe the hype, y'all. They need to say these things. It's their spinning points. Notice when you watch the news and watch Kaylee, all right? Again, here's Kaylee. Here she is. Here's the cute. There she is right there. Okay? Now, I'm not going to, let me see. I'm going to mute it because it's gonna echo. Okay? Now, this person right here. Now, look. This woman on the left is asking questions. And when Kaylee talks, she talks a lot of times looking down. Okay? Now, there's a reason why she looks down a lot. Okay? Because usually when you see it, she's already prepared the press with the notes. So they have it. When she comes out on the stage, let me look at this. When she comes out on the stage, she's usually looking down on her podium. Okay? Why? Because if I was to hire anybody for a corporation, company, or whatever that I have, it would be somebody like Kaylee. You know why? Not because she's deceptive, because she is very deceptive, and not so much because she lies for her boss, because she lies for her boss a lot. Okay? The reason why I would hire someone like her is because Kaylee does the research. Okay? She's in her lab, her evil lair. All right? And she's making sure. Now, she's a great trial lawyer. She knows what the other side is going to say before they say it. She knows what questions or talking points or gotcha points they're going. So she prepares that stuff, and then she has a binder full of women. Who said that earlier? Of Verenia. Okay, she's got a binder of defense already ready and prepared. So when she goes out there into the press, she's looking down because she knows that this is the question that he's going to ask. This is the question that she's going to ask. The press person, secretary, know these people in the press room, and she goes right to. And they showed a picture. CNN showed a picture of her binder, and it had those tabs on it, and she had the binders tabulated where she knew exactly what they were going to ask. And let's see, Benghazi, boom, and she knew the answer. Oh, I'd hire her. Yeah, she looking down at 500-page research notebook to feed. Yep, her to continuous lies. Yep, they're color coded. I told y'all. Oh, I'd hire her. Only the unsaved Sirwalterj would hire. That's true. You know me. You got me there. You got me. Trying to tell you. I know it. Okay. 27 says blacks need to get off the Democratic plantation. Notice in the hour that I've been on this show, I never mentioned supporting the Democratic Party. Anybody ever hear me say anything about the Democratic Party? Why? I'm a topical man. I talk more negative about the Democratic Party than anybody. And I equally talk negative about the Republican Party. More than anybody. Okay? And me. That was a Donald Trump statement. More than anybody. Yeah. I don't like them either. I don't like none of them. I don't like them. None of them. Because the both of them got y'all locked. They both play a mean pipe. They are pipers. And when they pipe their horns, y'all run to the polls and you go straight Democratic ticket or straight Republican ticket. Yes, y'all do. Many of you vote Democratic and don't even know why you voted. You don't even know why. It was sewn in the fabric of African Americans. It was sewn in our fabric. Because our forefathers were Republicans. We didn't jump into the Democratic Party until the Civil Rights Bill of 1964, and they started jumping over there. All right, for that reason. And y'all been voting Democrat ever since, and don't even know why. Don't even know where it started. You didn't care you didn't study the candidate, done nothing. You just kept voting, kept doing it. Didn't even know why. And they was keeping y'all in bondage and slavery in a sense. Yeah, they was. Yeah, they were. It was the Democratic Party that gave us the Ku Klux Klan. It was the Democratic Party who gave us the Jim Crow laws. Yeah, the Democratic Party did that. Now, the Republican Party is going to tell you, anyway, because that's another show and I got to go. But what happened was they flipped. The Democratic Party of today is the Republican Party of yesteryear. The Republican Party of today is the Democratic Party of yesteryear. They flipped. It has everything to do with the South and slavery and black folks and capitalism. You best believe it. And it flipped. The Republicans are going to tell you, no, we never flipped. We still the party of Lincoln. No, you're not. You lie. They will lie through their teeth. I got to go. I must be cold because I done closed 6 times. Got to go. My grandmother was a staunch Republican and you could not change your mind. Come on, Sally. My great-grandfather was Republican. You couldn't change his mind either. Tawana says, facts. I don't vote Democratic. I research. Come on, Tawana, to inspire. You got the right name. You got the right one, baby. My dad said most of his ancestors were Republican. I told y'all. I knew Frank was going to be Frank. You best believe your forefathers were Republican. And Lincoln was the first president of the Republican Party. They established the Republican Party under Lincoln, but prior to him, there was no Republican Party. Then they may have called it the Democratic Republic or something like that. Other than that, no. Slaves, if they could be involved, they were Republicans. Freed slaves were Republicans. States' rights. Yep. Dog whistle. Yes. Come on. States' rights. That's exactly it. That's another show. Everything, it flipped. So whether you vote Republican, whether you vote Democrat, you're really voting one evil over the other evil. Both parties are just evil. That's pretty much it. So a lot of times what I do is, not a lot of times, every time when I go to the polls, because I do vote, because my forefathers died for that right. So I exercise that right. I don't play with that. Whether there's nobody running that I like, I would at least write in somebody. All right. I know he ain't gonna win, and don't tell me you writing in somebody means that the guy that we don't want is gonna win. How you gonna tell me how to vote? Huh? You want me to vote with you? You just as bad as those who are who are slaves to parties. I gotta vote because you think that because I'm gonna vote with this guy that means this guy gonna win. So you want me to vote the way you vote, and this show is null and void. Then I'm gonna vote my conscience. I think this man is the right man for the job. I know y'all ain't voting for him. I get it. I'm gonna write his name in there though, and then whoever win for the next 4 years, I'm gonna get on this mic, testing, and say, I told you so. I told you so. Oh, so you voted for who? And he won, didn't he? And look what he's doing to you. I told you so. Yeah, I told you so. I don't care what y'all think about me. Go over there to Larry Reed. Wait, Pam said he gone. He went off the air. All right. He'll be back on tonight. Yeah. That's why God told us not to pull our trust in man. Yes, neither party is reliable to trust 100%. Come on. My dad was a Republican for life. He lived to be 102. However, he voted for President Obama the last time he was able to. And I understand why he did it. Because people, senior citizens, they voted for Barack Obama because it was something in their history that says, finally, we got a black man in the office. We got a chance to get somebody in there, a black man. And most senior citizens who might have voted Republican, if they were black, they voted Democratic that year, 2008, because they felt we shall overcome. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. I got to go because the clock keeper, she ain't take her medicine. Trump promised to protect Christians. That is why the evangelicals will vote with. Yes, Terry, I mentioned that earlier. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. Terry, they voted for him for Christianity. Number 2, for Israel, because white evangelicals they slob over Israel. It doesn't matter how bigoted Israel is. All right. It doesn't matter their policies. It doesn't matter how much they hate. Okay. The Israelites. Okay. He supported them and moving that embassy. Okay. And they loved that. You go to Kufi. Okay. .org. All right. John Hagee's organization. Christians for the United of Israel, whatever, okay? They love the Israelites, and they go by what the Bible says in the Old Testament about blessing Israel and God will bless you, curse him, God will curse you, but they misappropriate it. They're misappropriators. Why? Because, to be honest with you, I don't know who are those people over there in the land that they call Israel. We don't know who those people are. You understand what I'm saying? Those are Zionists over there. I don't know who they are. Did I upset you? I don't know who they are. So God didn't say support a group of people no matter what they do. He's not that sloppy. He's not that sloppy. So they will vote for him they vote for the Israelites no matter what they say and no matter what they do, no matter who they destroy and no matter how bigoted they are, because they hate black people. The Africans over there are hated by Netanyahu and the rest of them. They hate it over there. Okay? They hate it. They hate black people. Hate them. They hate the very fabric of black people. And so you're telling me I got to send money over there? Because the United States sends millions of dollars over there to Israel. And you're telling me God want me to support that? That's not what he meant. Not what he meant. I'm going to rebuke you. So what the white evangelicals did, they don't care what happens. I got to support him because the Bible said I got to support him. Oh, that's King Cyrus. I got to support him because no matter how bad and horrible this man is, how much he lies and cheats on his wives, it doesn't matter. I got to support him because my pastor said he's King Cyrus. That is the mentality of Christians. Y'all going to hell. I got to go, y'all. And you don't know who they are either over there in Israel. Yeah, we don't know who they are. He's not sloppy. I don't know who they are. Yeah, that's right, billions. They send billions over there. I don't know who they are. I don't know. So I'm sorry. I'll pray for the peace of Jerusalem. That's what he told me to do. And I'm going to pray for the peace over there. Because they're always fighting with the Palestinians. I'm going to pray for the peace of the Palestinians too. Okay? But I'm going to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. That's what I'll do. But other than that, outside of that, I'm sorry. I'm not sending no money over there. Okay? Now, if I'm paying taxes, I am sending money. But I'm sorry. God didn't tell me to support folks who can't stand my dirty drawers. I'm sorry. Well, they shouldn't stand my dirty drawers. They should be clean. Let me get off this air because I'm saying dumb stuff. It is not about the president, but the placement of judges in our local federal judicial system. Janice Smith, y'all know I did the show on the judges, right? I don't know if Janice seen my show, but I did the prophecy last year, February, about the judges. Remember that? And then from last February until today, Donald Trump put in more federal judges than any president prior. Understand? And Supreme Court justices. He got 2 in there. If he win again, he can get a 3rd or maybe 4th one in there because Ruth Ginsburg is old. Y'all understand? So it is about the judges. And this is the providential plan of God to have Donald Trump in the office. So let me fix this by telling y'all God's plan was still to put Saul as king because the people wanted it. So he gave it to them. So God's plan was still to put Trump in office. Why? Because you wanted it. And he's going to show you a lesson through this. And then he waited for almost 4 years and sent this coronavirus to America, hit that reset button. He sat back and watched how the man y'all put in the office, how he was going to treat this virus. He tested the United States by one man, Donald Trump. He tested it, and he gave y'all what you wanted. You understand? You understand? Moses went up on the mountain to talk to God. God had him up there for too long, and the children of Israel started turning on God and building golden calves. God had him up there for a reason. He removed them. And then he says, all right, it's time for you to go down there because my people or your people have turned on me. And Moses had to go down there and take care of some business. Y'all understand? God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. I'm gonna read one more and get out of here. I gotta get out of here because clock keeper got the junkie ear. She like, if this Trump has placed more federal judges, but it is also appointed almost 200 district judges. That's why folks like Kyle Rittenhouse was, and I lost it, was able to postpone his appearance in court. See what I tell y'all? I gotta go. Hey, if you bought the book, The 4 Women That Men Desire, from Amazon, could you go to Amazon and write me a review? Huh? Can you do that? There's about 100 of y'all left here. Can y'all do that, please? If you bought the book and you didn't leave a review, can you go on Amazon right now and leave a review? Good, bad, indifferent, ugly, all that stuff. Can you please? It's gonna help what I'm getting ready to do real soon, okay? On Amazon. Just go to the Sirwalterj Jones, and Amazon and write me a review. Because I'm trying to do something for my African American brothers and sisters. Okay? We're getting ready to bless the people. Can you go there, write me a review? All right? Starting Monday, my shows will be at 8 o'clock. No more 9, no more 9:30. My shows will be at 8 o'clock starting this Monday. That's it. Why? I got to do a lifestyle change. I got to get better. Okay, I got to get healthy, and I am submitting myself to you all who are giving me great advice on things to do, to how to make myself better, my life better, better. It's gonna get better. Okay, so 8 o'clock. You're like, that's too early. Watch the replay. I got to get some sleep. Okay, 8 o'clock. If you're on the East Coast, it's 9 o'clock anyway, so you're good. Okay, so if you got shows that you watch at 8 o'clock, continue to support those shows at 8 o'clock. I gotta go at 8 o'clock, and I have to build up my audience from new people who will watch me at 8 o'clock. That's fine, but I gotta go at 8 o'clock, y'all. From 8 to 9, from starting Monday, from now on, 8 to 9. All right, I gotta get some rest, and I got to take good care of my body. All right. And you can watch the replay. That's 8 o'clock Central, Chicago. All right. Demetria says, "Thank you, Jesus," because I know her. Yeah, she don't play. She be. Soon as I say, "Hello, everybody," Sirwalterj Jones Show, she's like, because she's like, I can't do it. All right. Amy Rogers just quit. She quit. I got to mail her check. All right, y'all, gotta go. I love y'all. If you're on YouTube, take your thumb, take your Bob Woodward thumb, and smash the like button and turn it fuchsia aqua. Okay, and those who are on the left side with the thumbs down, that's Richard Nixon. That's his kids. Yeah, that's his kids. Gotta go, y'all. I love y'all. Get the book, will you please? The white woman getting ready to say something. She's an independent.
Fellas, does it seem like you can't get a good woman? Ladies, wonder why you can't keep a man? Then read The 4 Women That Men Desire, Volume 1, by Sirwalterj Jones to figure out how to break the cycle. Go to Amazon.com to get your copy today.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.